When the global music scene starts buzzing again, one name instantly dominates headlines: Bruno Mars. But this time, it's not just about chart-topping hits or electrifying performances. It's about something far more personal. Standing right beside the spotlight is Jessica Caban. And now, the question everyone is asking in 2026, are they taking their relationship to the next level? Before we dive deeper, make sure you hit like, drop your opinion in the comments, and subscribe, because what you're about to hear might completely change how you see this story. It all started with what seemed like an ordinary moment. But in today's digital world, nothing stays ordinary for long. Over the past few weeks, Bruno Mars has been appearing in public with a noticeably different energy. More composed, more introspective, as if there's a deeper story unfolding behind the scenes. At the same time, Jessica Caban, who has always been known for guarding her private life, has been showing subtle changes. More present, more visible, and somehow more connected. There's no official statement, no confirmation, and yet, that silence is exactly what's fueling the mystery. Fans quickly began piecing things together. Small gestures, brief glances, unscripted moments caught on camera. In the age of social media, even the tiniest detail can explode into a full-blown theory within hours, and that's exactly what's happening now. What makes this even more compelling is the history they share. Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban have never been the kind of couple to showcase their relationship publicly. They've always chosen privacy over publicity, and because of that, every rare appearance together feels more significant, almost like a hidden message waiting to be decoded. But in 2026, something feels different. Insiders from the entertainment industry suggest that Bruno Mars may be entering a new phase of his life, one that's more personal, more reflective. After years of dominating global charts, sources claim he's now focusing on what truly matters beyond the spotlight, including long-term commitment. Meanwhile, Jessica Caban is also showing signs of evolution. From recent interviews to subtle shifts in her public presence, many observers believe she appears more confident, more open, and perhaps ready for something bigger. But here's where things take an unexpected turn. A short clip, just a few seconds long, has gone viral across multiple platforms. In that moment, Bruno Mars reacts in a way fans have never quite seen before when Jessica Caban's name is mentioned. It's not just a smile, it's something deeper, something emotional. And for longtime followers of their journey, that reaction speaks volumes. So what does it mean? Is this the clearest sign yet that their relationship is becoming more serious? Or is there something even bigger happening behind closed doors? Something that hasn't been revealed to the public yet? Right here is where the tension builds. Because if we look back at their journey, this relationship has never been without challenges. The pressures of fame, the relentless schedules, the constant media attention. These are the kinds of forces that can test any couple. And yet, if they're still standing strong, if they're even growing closer, it suggests a foundation far deeper than most people realize. Now, a bigger possibility begins to emerge. Some entertainment analysts believe that 2026 could be a defining year for Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban. A year where they might shift from being one of the industry's most private couples to making a more public, undeniable statement. But what kind of statement? That's the question millions of fans around the world are now asking. Could this lead to a major announcement? Are we witnessing the evolution of one of modern music's most iconic love stories? Or are we simply connecting dots that were never meant to form a bigger picture? One thing is certain, the world is watching. Every move, every expression, every appearance. It's all being analyzed, discussed, and debated in real time. Because when two names like Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban return to the spotlight together, it's never just a story. It's a narrative in motion, constantly evolving, and capable of changing at any moment. Now it's your turn. Do you think their relationship is truly getting more serious in 2026? Or is it still too early to tell? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like, and share this with your friends. And just when the speculation begins to settle, a new wave of curiosity rises. Stronger, louder, and impossible to ignore. Because behind the calm and carefully maintained silence of Bruno Mars, there are patterns that fans are starting to notice. Patterns that don't scream for attention, but quietly demand to be understood. In recent appearances, Bruno's body language has become a topic of intense discussion. Subtle shifts, longer pauses, a gaze that lingers just a second too long when certain topics come up. For casual viewers, it might seem insignificant, but for dedicated fans who have followed his journey for years, this feels different. And then there's Jessica Caban. Her presence, once almost invisible to the public eye, now feels more intentional. Not loud, not dramatic, but undeniably there. Whether it's through low-key appearances, cryptic social media activity, or moments captured by fans, there's a growing sense that she's no longer staying completely in the background. It's subtle, but powerful. And in a world where celebrities often overshare, this level of restraint only makes the story more compelling. But here's where things start to intensify. A source close to the entertainment circle recently hinted that Bruno Mars has been spending significantly more time away from the usual industry chaos. Fewer late-night events, more private gatherings, and most interestingly, more time in environments that suggest stability rather than spotlight. For an artist known for high-energy performances and global tours, this shift raises questions. Is he slowing down, or is he building something more permanent behind the scenes? Because when someone at the peak of their career begins to change direction, it's rarely random. And fans are starting to connect that shift directly to Jessica Caban. The timeline, it aligns too well. Moments of reduced public exposure from Bruno seem to coincide with increased quiet visibility from Jessica. It's almost like a synchronized rhythm. One steps back, the other steps forward. Not for attention, but for balance. And that balance is what's making people believe this relationship might be stronger than ever. But don't get too comfortable just yet, because there's another layer to this story, a layer that hasn't been fully explored. In the world of celebrity relationships, public perception is often carefully curated. What we see is rarely the full picture, and in some cases, what we don't see is far more important. There have been whispers, unconfirmed, but persistent, about a potential project that may connect Bruno Mars' recent creative direction with his personal life. Some fans believe that his upcoming musical work could carry emotional undertones that reflect his relationship with Jessica Caban more directly than ever before. If that turns out to be true, it would mark a significant shift. Because Bruno has always been known for blending personal emotion with universal appeal. But if he chooses to open that door wider, if he allows listeners to step deeper into his real-life experiences, it could redefine not only his music, but also how the world sees his relationship. And suddenly, this isn't just about romance anymore. It's about legacy. Think about it. An artist at the height of global recognition. A relationship that has quietly endured the pressures of fame. And a moment in time where everything seems to be aligning towards something bigger. That's not coincidence. That's momentum. And momentum always leads somewhere. Now here's the part that's really getting people talking. During a recent private industry event, one that wasn't heavily covered by mainstream media, Bruno Mars was reportedly seen in a setting that felt unusually intimate. No stage, no spotlight, just a small circle of people. And according to those who were there, the energy was completely different from his usual public persona. More grounded, more present, more real. And while Jessica Caban wasn't front and center in any official footage, multiple attendees hinted that her presence was felt throughout the evening. Not seen, felt. That distinction matters, because it suggests something deeper than visibility. It suggests influence. And influence in a relationship like this can mean everything. So now the narrative shifts once again. This is no longer just about whether Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban are still together. It's about what they are becoming together. Are they building a future away from the chaos of public scrutiny? Are they preparing to step into a more open chapter of their relationship? Or are they intentionally keeping everything behind the scenes, protecting something that's too important to be exposed? The uncertainty is what keeps the world watching. But the consistency, that's what keeps the belief alive. Because through all the rumors, all the speculation, and all the shifting narratives, one thing has remained surprisingly stable. They haven't walked away. And in an industry where relationships often fade as quickly as they begin, that alone says something powerful. But let's not ignore the reality. Silence can mean many things. It can be a sign of strength or a strategy to maintain control. It can reflect stability or a desire to avoid unnecessary attention. And until either Bruno Mars or Jessica Caban chooses to speak openly, everything we see will remain open to interpretation. Yet somehow, that ambiguity is exactly what makes this story so captivating, because it invites everyone to become part of it, to analyze, to question, to believe. And maybe that's the real reason this narrative continues to dominate conversations in 2026. Not because of what's confirmed, but because of what's possible. So as the spotlight continues to shift, and as more subtle clues begin to surface, one thing becomes clear. This story is still unfolding, and whatever comes next could change everything. Now it's your move. Do you believe Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban are heading towards something bigger than ever before? Or do you think the mystery is simply being amplified by the silence? Drop your thoughts below, join the conversation, and don't forget to like and share this video, because the next update might be the one that finally reveals the truth. And just when it feels like the story couldn't get any more intense, the narrative takes another unexpected turn. Because now, the conversation around Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban is no longer just driven by fans. It's being quietly echoed by people inside the industry. Producers, stylists, event insiders, people who don't speak publicly, but observe everything. And according to subtle whispers circulating behind closed doors, there's been a noticeable shift in how Bruno Mars is navigating both his career and his personal life. Not dramatic, not headline-grabbing, but intentional. He's choosing when to appear, where to be seen, and perhaps most importantly, who to stand beside. That level of control doesn't happen by accident. It suggests clarity. It suggests purpose. And when an artist known for global dominance starts moving with that kind of precision, it often signals that something significant is being protected or prepared. At the same time, Jessica Caban's presence continues to evolve in a way that feels almost strategic. Not in a calculated, publicity-driven sense, but in a way that reflects confidence, stability, a quiet understanding of timing. She's not chasing attention, but attention keeps finding her. And that contrast is powerful, because in today's culture, where visibility often equals relevance, choosing restraint becomes its own form of influence. And together, their dynamic is starting to create a narrative that feels different from typical celebrity relationships. Less